Okay.
Welcome, 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 welcome,
Welcome,
welcome.
welcome, welcome, everyone. Welcome, welcome,
Hello, hello,
welcome.
hello. Happy today. If you're looking at us live, it'll be happy Saturday. If you're looking at the recording, it's happy whatever day you're looking at it. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Welcome,
So
welcome.
we are back. I am back with one of my favorite people on the planet, Jelani.
Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone.
Malik Nichols. Super happy. Jelani, I'm super excited about this conversation today. It is one that most people did not see coming. It's one that most people will be surprised about. Yesterday, I went live as well, and I can count the number of times on one hand that I've gone live 2 days in a row. So this must be something really important. And Jelani, yesterday I said to people, hey, is it Anais? I think it's Anais Faith Jones. Hello, hello, hello.
Hello.
Yesterday, I said one of the best kept secrets in my life is motivating the teen spirit. Most people don't know that long before motivating the masses, I was teaching teens emotional healthiness. And for years, over 20 years, we've been teaching teens how to make integrity-based decisions. We've been teaching teens how to stand on their strength. And you can talk about some of the things that we've been teaching them as well.
Yeah, I think from my perspective, as someone who went through it many times, it teaches you tools to keep in your back pocket for when life does life things. And emotional literacy is a great way to wrap that all up. Integrity-based decision making, anger management. We teach all the good stuff. Communication. Yes.
Most people don't know. So if you have a child between the age of 12 and 17, you don't want to miss the next 15 minutes. If you don't have a child between the age of 12 and 17, but you have a niece or nephew or godson or goddaughter or a neighbor, you want to make sure that they get this blessing, because so often you don't have because you're not aware of, or you don't have access because you weren't invited to the conversation. And this is our radical approach of making sure that everybody is invited to the table. Now, so many people are going to look at this recording. So a lot of people are out during their day thing on a Saturday afternoon, and they'll see this recording. So when you see this recording and you have a child between the age of 12 and 17, act immediately. So summer camp can be transforming. And I know you went to summer camp, and I went to summer camp, and most summer camps have a lot of fun, and they're you spend the whole day just getting tired and getting dirty and getting hungry, getting dirty, getting tired. Our summer camp that you launched last year, congratulations.
Well, thank you.
Congratulations. Last year was your inaugural year. After 25 years of doing transformation in workshop form, you decided last year, Jelani, that you wanted to give teens what?
I wanted to give them an outlet where they can have these lessons and learn what we have to teach them, but also have that same experience of summer camp and fun and hanging out with their friends. And when you mix those two things together, you create an environment where teens can talk amongst themselves about how do they better themselves and move forward healthily. Yes.
Now, we used to teach this workshop in 2 days. And I got to tell you that this workshop has some of the most transformational, interactive, experiential learning techniques on my campus. I've been doing this for years. And the content and the curriculum in motivating the teen spirit is bar none the top 1% of all the curriculum on the Motivating the Masses campus. But you decided that the 2 days that we normally do it wasn't enough. Tell me about that.
Yeah, so we used to do 2 days, about 10 hours a day for 2 days. So about 20 hours of lesson in a weekend. And I believe that with teens and young adults, stretching that out to 4 days has a monumental impact. It gives them time to sleep on the lesson, digest it, come back to breakfast the next day and want to talk about it.
Yeah.
And they do that for a few days. And by the end of the fourth day, they are living and really seeping in all of the lessons and can fully understand all of it before
Yeah.
they leave.
And then you added in, as if that wasn't enough, let's make it 4 days. I just want y'all to know, Jelani has been the director of Motivating the Teen Spirit for now how long?
About 4 years now.
4 years now. And one of the first things he did was he eliminated any cost for any teen, meaning any teen could attend any of our trainings for fee if they have it. Be fair. If you have it, pay for it so another teen who doesn't have it can come for free. But if you don't have it, come on anyway. That was number one. Number two is he began to do online meetups. Let's do some meetups online so teens can get together from all over the world. Third thing he did, let's take this 2-day, 10-hour experience and let's make it a 4-day experience. And oh, by the way, let's give them room and board. Let's feed them. Let's make sure they got swimming and volleyball and make sure they
climbing. Yeah.
Rock wall climbing. Let's add all that to it.
Mm-hmm.
I said, oh, okay, Jelani. How are we gonna pay for this? Now y'all know that's my job. I'm CEO. I'm like, how are we gonna pay for this? He goes, we'll just raise more money. Okay.
We'll raise more.
We'll raise more money. And so our annual financial raise of money used to be about $20,000 a year to raise so that we do these 2-day workshops. With this 5-day camp, we took our raise up to $75,000 a year, and we went out and we raised the money. Now, I want you to get this. We raised the money. So now, right around the corner, on July 29th, right around the corner, is the first day of our camp, July 29th through August 2nd. Now, I know most teens between 12 and 17, they don't have a big summer agenda set up yet. And even if they did have a job, trust me when I say, what they'll get at this camp far exceeds a job. Now, let me explain this beautiful, best kept secret to y'all. Camp is normally about $2,200, a standard camp. $2,200 to $2,400 for 5 days residential. Room, board, food, content, right. Our camp is $896. But we got some good news. We got some great news. Jelani, I'm a drum roll while you give it up.
Well, thank you for the drum roll. So our camp, in addition to not turning any teen away, I had this idea of how do we bring that into fruition? How do we make that a thing that people can grab a hold of? So we are announcing that this year is our first year of what we're going to be doing for hopefully forever now, is the Write Your Way to Camp Scholarship.
Now, before you say that, what I love that King Simon says is $896 is a good price. It's a great price, right? And for those who can pay it, King, pay it. My parents couldn't pay it when I was going to summer camp, but I could pay it when Jelani was going to summer camp. Jelani.
Yeah, Write Your Way to Camp Scholarship. The idea is that if any teen wants to come to camp enough, they're willing to sit down and write out why they would want to come to camp and what they might get out of it, then we think that that's valuable enough for them to come to camp. We think we don't want them to miss any of the lessons we have to share. I've seen teens' lives change many, many times because of these lessons. Yes. And I definitely don't want a teen to miss out on their life-changing experience because of a lack of funds.
Oh my God, I love what you guys are saying. Christian says, write your way to camp. I love it. Right? Imagine this idea. All we require you to do is write an essay about a difficult time that you had and a decision you had to make, a hard decision. Whether you consider decision right or wrong, we're not judging that at all. But what did you learn from having to make that decision? What muscles did you have to build in making that decision? What integrity did you have to really lean into or learn about? And when you do that, providing we still have scholarships because they're going fast. I went live yesterday and we had an influx of essays overnight. But we thought we'd come on one more time because guess what? We got this money to give teens free access to a transformational camp that has been producing transformation with its content for 25 plus years. And I don't want anybody to miss out on this. Jelani don't want anybody to miss out on this. So we thought we'd go radical. He's way over in Vancouver, Washington. I'm way over in Nassau, Bahamas. We both got a day full of other things to do. We did not plan to go live today, but we said we need to let people know. Shamika, Ken, King, Christian, Jen, Miss Mayhem, we knew if you have a child between 12 and 17, if you know of a child, type their age in right now and their name. Type their name and their age right now. And I will tell you, there is no better place. Somebody type in chat after I said no better place that they could be on July 29th through August 2nd. I promise you on everything I know and love, because we've taken over 200,000 teens through this program. We know the outcome. This ain't new. We ain't new to the game. We true to the game. We know Keith, 13. Keith got to be there. Adana, Jai, 13. Got to be there. I promise you. I don't know if they will. I don't know if you'll do the essay. I don't know if you'll get it in the time. I will tell you, we still have a few scholarships. We still got a few scholarships. I would say grab a child. I called my nephews last year. I got them out of school. I called my goddaughter. I called my niece. My niece is flying in from Tokyo. Is that where Jade's coming in from?
Korea.
She's coming in from Korea. Why? Because she's a graduate of Motivating the Teen Spirit. Now she's 24, Jelani?
24, I want to say. 24.
She's 24 and she's a youth facilitator. So she's flying in from Korea to make sure that Sean and London and Michael and your 14 grandchildren, my stars, come on, put them all through. A family that goes together to this camp grows together. When I tell you, and Jelani, you know personally, because why?
Yes, most of my friends and closest family members have all gone through this program, and we all keep coming back. A lot of the counselors are family and friends who went through over 10 years ago, and we keep coming back because it's a great place for us to share what we learn and to stay together.
So let me explain for those who are just joining us what we're talking about. So as you know, what I stand for is transformation. Most people don't know that before Motivating the Masses was even created, all I did was motivating the teen spirit. All I did was do emotional literacy and emotional healthiness work for teens in the educational system, the juvenile justice system, the faith-based system, and the youth servicing agency system. That's all I did before The Secret came out, before the adults swooped me up. All I did was work for teenagers. I never stopped that work. It got trumped in sound and in volume by the work that I did with adults. In the background, for the last 25 years, we've been producing transformation in the lives of teens. Whether your teen is an advanced placement teen with a 4.2 GPA, or whether they're a teen in crisis with an 0.2 GPA, it doesn't matter. Whether they come from a household that has strong spiritual and integrity-based foundations, or whether they come from a home that's been broken, it doesn't matter. All over the world, in over 12 different countries, we've been transforming the lives of teens. Jelani decided to go from a 2-day weekend camp to a summer camp, Stephanie. And so the summer camp is designed to give your child a safe place to have some summer fun. We're going to swim, we're going to hike, we're going to climb rocks, we're going to do all get dirty as dirty can be. But before we do that on a daily basis, we're going to work on our emotional literacy.
That's very true. Yeah. So our camp is local to California. It is in Wrightwood, California, which is near Big Bear. If you know of Big Bear, it is very close. It's the mountain right next to it. So Wrightwood, California. If you're local, we will love it. And as you heard earlier, we have people flying in from as far as Korea to come. So
Korea, New York,
yes,
Texas, Atlanta, they're coming in from all over.
they're coming in from all over. And the beautiful thing about this is our first year of doing a scholarship in this sort of way.
Scholarship.
Lisa said over 20 years ago that no child left behind, no teen should be turned away. And so this is that coming to fruition. And this is the first step on making sure that any team that wants to come has a avenue, a way to get there.
Oh
All
my
you have
God.
to do is write an essay.
Oh my God. So I just want you guys to hear this. So here's my prayer for each one of you, that when you do financially well, you turn around and you do more good in the world. And I'm not saying that to toot my own horn, but just hearing Jelani say we turn no teen away. That took a long time to get to that place, right? So because you know we're a mama and son business, right? These are the two owners of motivating the masses and motivating the teen spirit, and I couldn't always do that. So like Jelani said, this is the first time. So guess what? The camp is in Southern California. Southern California. It is a teen transformational camp. It is a total of 5 days, the 5th day being graduation. Day 1, 2, 3, and 4, they're going to learn life skills, life-changing skills. They're going to stay overnight at the camp, just like any other summer camp. No parents, you can't stay with them. You can't stay with them because you're going to distract their learning. They're going to be looking over their shoulder at the way you're giving them that eye. So you're welcome to do something else while we love on and help to transform your children. Now, what the scholarship covers, it covers their residency, it covers their content, it covers their room and board, it covers their food. You would need to bring them clothes. Please send them with a toothbrush. Please. You need to make sure they have linen. You know, they'll get a twin bed, but they need to have their blankets, just like they're going to camp. Just like we ain't in tents. Y'all, we in some cabins. We ain't in tents. But here's the beautiful part. You get them there. And the first part of getting them there is to click the link. It's going to come up on board. Click this link and provide us with a 750-word essay. They have to write it. Now we're not checking grammar. We're not checking, it's not a scholastics test. It simply is, are you interested enough in your emotional healthiness to talk about a hard decision you had to make at some point? And what did you learn from that hard decision? It could be any decision, y'all. Now, listen, we're about to wrap this puppy up right now. And Jelani's going to go back to his day. I'm going to go back to my day. But why did we do this live? Because we don't want to keep the money. We raise money to put teens through this camp. Camp is happening in just a little over a week. Camp is happening. If your child should be at camp and they're between the age of 12 and 17, then move the mountain, not inviting this to need to be convenient for you. Our children live from our convictions. So do whatever. We did our part. We went out, raised money to make sure that you didn't have to pay if you couldn't pay. If you can pay, please pay, because that gives us access to serve more children. But if you can't pay, that's okay too. No child left behind, no family left behind. So again, you're going to see the link. Go to that link. Last night, we got an influx of essays because I went live yesterday. I'm assuming, Jelani, that by the end of this weekend, we will not have any more scholarship spots.
No, not if it keeps up at the rate we got them yesterday.
We'll be done.
On Friday, we got a lot overnight. And so by the time Monday morning comes around, we'll probably have to shut down accepting more by the time Monday comes.
And I recognize that people live all over the world. and we want you to come this year. And if this year doesn't work for you, then prioritize 2025. We're going to do it again. We're going to have a limited amount of space. If you needed to go, if you travel far, see someone says my child is from the UK, then plan for it next year. Plan for it next year, sweetie. Make this your trip. Make this the go-to. It's the one time a year that you can blend fun and transformation and your child in the same sentence. In the same sentence. So if it's not the year this year, put it on your calendar for next year. Go to the link, do the essay, treat it with post haste. I mean, like, because it's a first come, first serve basis. So while we said we don't turn any child away, that's true. We don't turn any child away until we run out of scholarship or until we run out of space.
Yeah. The camp won't let us bring. Run out of boats soon. Yeah, the camp won't let us bring 500 teens, unfortunately. They'll only let us bring so many. So we're going to bring as many as we can. Yes, we are.
Yes, we are. So this is our quick message to you. We love you. We appreciate you. We value you. I hope that this is a slice of hope, an array of hope for you. And I want to end with this. Why do we do this? Why do we do this? Because in our school system, we have to learn math or science or English or geography. But no one teaches us how to learn how to overcome betrayal or how to bounce back from the feeling of abandonment or how to set our integrity barometer. No one teaches us how to cope with anger, rage, loss, or being violated. No one teaches us that. So together, my wonderful son, friend, and coworker, Jelani and I have really committed these last 20 years to being that safe space where teens can learn it. I saw someone write earlier, I wish I would have had this. And you're so on point. We simply created what I needed and I didn't have. And I just wanted to witness other teens getting what many of us needed. So we hope that this, even if you don't have teens and even if you can't send your teen, we hope that it warms your heart and that you'll put us a placeholder by our name, motivating the teen spirit, and know that we're here. If you have a 2-year-old or a 7-year-old or a 10-year-old, we've already been around 25 years and we ain't going nowhere soon. So keep track of us and know that you have a tool. Jelani, thank you for being a visioneer. Thank you for being willing to be radical and take a 2-day to 5 days. Thank you for being even more radical and saying, let's find someone else to pay so that no teen is left behind. I'm excited to be at camp with you real soon.
Yeah, I am just, I'm just continuing the torch. I am holding it in your stead, and I'll always be that advocate. Thank you, everyone who joined us on our live today. I look forward to seeing you and your teens at camp, or we will take great care of them.
And if you're watching the video, hurry up. It's not too late. Get your essays in. Cannot wait to serve you and your children. Until then, be well. Make sure that as you go through the day serving everyone else, you serve yourself first. Take care.
Have a great Saturday.